Now it's time for Kate Meehan from MusicTimes.com and the Ocean City Today.
Yeah, Kate, there she is. Hello, Kate. You have a huge weekend event going on, don't you?
We do. CJ and I have the Come Go With Me road trip happening.
The Come Go With Me road trip. What? For those who are not familiar, explain what the Come Go With Me road trip is.
The Come Go With Me. See, there you go.
Yeah. What is it?
A little tiny ditty called Freestyle Explosion is happening in Philly tomorrow night. And CJ and I might be road tripping.
We have Ann Curlis. You may know Ann. Good morning, Ann.
Good morning. How are you?
Oh, not even nearly as excited as our friend Kate here, who's going to see you tomorrow night.
I know. Kate is she's like an Uber fan.
She's like a nut, and she's like one of those insane fans.
Oh, my God, but we love her.
Oh.
We love, those are the best fans.
Really?
Yeah. A little off kilter. We love that.
Oh, man. And hold on, Gioia.
See that?
Gioia's with us, too. Good morning, Gioia.
Good morning. Who am I speaking with?
This is Bulldog and Crazy and Ann. I think you know Ann.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I never heard of her.
Yeah. She's
my God.
and Crazy and your crazy psycho fan, Kate.
That's me.
You know, we've all adopted Kate. It's so funny. I mean, she started out and interviewing Ann, and I'm like, no, I'm her friend. She's not your friend. She's my friend. And I'm
I know. We fight over Kate. We love Kate.
Right? Crazy.
Aw.
So Kate
We all
knows.
hijacked Kate.
Yeah, well, no, we've hijacked her every Friday for a while now. Yeah.
She's ours.
So you guys met Kate doing an interview? That's how you guys originally met?
Ann did.
Yeah, actually, I guess she put in a request to interview us, and I got to be the lucky one. And it was one of these wonderful interviews, Kate. I think we had a really good kind of bonding experience, and you might have gotten more out of me than most people just because I felt really relaxed. So
It was really
yeah.
I cried. I cried when I read that. And then after I read the interview, of course, I had to write to Kate. So I was like, oh, my God, that was just the greatest interview.
You know, that's kind of how I'm hoping this interview goes here today.
That you'll start crying?
Now I'm just hoping I get a lot more out of you than everybody else. And,
Jesus.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Well, you're not going to because Jeanette's here. She's the tell-all one.
She's the who's the tell-all one?
I'm joking. I think I'm probably the tell-all one, but then I'll forget what I told you later. That's just the way it is.
Exactly. True.
Wait, hold on, Kate. You said exactly what that really happens?
I think that was Ann that said exactly.
Oh, it was Ann. Oh, Ann who said it. Okay. I wasn't sure. Okay. You guys all kind of mixed together. Yeah. So what is going on tomorrow night in Philly? What is the Freestyle Explosion tour? Tell us about this.
Ann?
Yeah, it's a great high energy show, and there are a ton of artists. So be prepared to spend a lot of time in freestyle land. But then there's some also different artists. Like I think is Taylor Dane going to be on the show?
I think so.
Taylor Dane, and then we have another group that we actually love called New Shoes.
Oh, I got their album.
Yeah, I mean they had a song called Point of No Return.
Yep.
We don't hold that against them, though. And it's a great, fun song. So, and Lisa formerly from the Cult Jam is also on the show, and she has an amazing energy and vibe about her. So
her band is awesome, too. She's got her backup singers. Everybody's always zooming. Her dancers are killer. I mean...
Now, were you guys fans of those other bands back then?
We worked with them, and definitely, yes. I mean, I was a huge fan. I've always been a huge fan of New Shoes because I always thought it was so... I'm like, oh, their Point of No Return is cooler than our Point of No Return. But it ends up, they're just the nicest people in the world. I feel like we're like kids on a class trip every time, we're going to the airports, we're doing this or that together.
True.
It's a really cool vibe. Everybody's grateful to be working, and still to this day we're like, really? This place is...
We're like, really? People are coming to see us? That's phenomenal.
But what is, okay, aside from Kate, because we know Kate's demographic, but aside from the Kates of the world, the wacko fans, what are do you see the demographics changing for these types of things? Are there younger kids going to this now?
Very definitely. I mean, you have to remember a lot of the older fans from the 80s, if they were in their 20s or even in college, they all turned around. They had kids.
Right.
Their kids listen to the same music that they're listening to, and we're signing autographs for 16-year-old kids. And little girls, boys, like little kids, grandchildren. So So they share it. They share the music. They're cleaning their house and they're pumping up Point of No Return and they're doing what they're doing, and you can't avoid it. The 80s don't seem to want to go away.
Like it or not.
I haven't seen very many 90s explosions anywhere. It's still the 80s, and we've been running around together. We got back together in 2006, so we're looking at almost 10 years here.
So whose idea was it to put you guys back together?
Gosh, I think I got a phone call one day from Jeanette, and she met somebody out in Las Vegas, where she's from, who said, you guys can get booked again. I think people would love to come see you. And she called me. I remember this phone call. And she's like, do you want to get back together and start touring again? I'm like, okay. And I had like a baby on my hip, and I'm like, can I do this? But and we were like, well, sure, let's call Gioia and see if she's interested, because we did take a hiatus where we, had families and pursued other things. And but getting back together, I always say, is that the second time has been even sweeter than the first. Partly because I guess we're older and more grounded, and we just love our fans, and we're so grateful that they're still coming out to see us, and we love to hear their stories about the first time they heard Expose. It's just really fun.
Kate, this morning was the first time Kate ever heard it. She said she heard it this morning. And, yeah, because we played it on the air, and she goes, "That's great stuff."
Best in New Rock.
Who is that?
Who is that?
Thank God for the Kates of the world. I'll tell you what, we wouldn't have a career if it wasn't for the Kates.
I'll tell you what, the music, we just went through a whole bunch of your songs. We're playing these things. It's just upbeat, happy, good feeling music. It just makes you feel right.
And when
nobody slit their wrists to Expose songs. It's not like, oh my God.
Right, that's what would have happened. You want to have the '90s explosion? Oh yeah, let's go sit there and slit our wrists. I mean, come on.
Emo and all that.
True,
yeah,
true.
No, but it is a happy place to be.
It's not. You're not going to find many like Bob Dylan themes in there, and I wouldn't delve too deeply into the lyrics, frankly. But it really it does. It makes you feel good, and we feel like when we come and do these songs that it just takes people back to maybe a simpler time in their lives. So, as we get older, life gets complicated, but we remember our 20s or whatever, and it's like, oh, yeah, I was in the club, and my hair was big, and I was dancing, and,
Now, I want to hear about, let's go back to those. Let's go back to those years. I mean, you guys must have had a blast.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
You guys were, you were in your 20s. It was in the 80s. I mean, it was just free, just go crazy time. And now did you guys, what year did you guys start?
86.
Okay, so you weren't Studio 54. That was already done.
That was done.
we kind of missed that one.
What was your, you didn't miss much. No, I'm just kidding. What was the big clubs that you guys were in?
Oh, that we were playing in. The Palladium.
Remember the Palladium? I love the Palladium, yes.
Yeah, I remember we were in the Palladium and on stage with Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year's Eve. Obviously, we filmed it in, November. So we're like, Dick Clark, they would play it in Times Square and this and that. So I think we were also, on an MTV thing. We were in 3 places at once one year. I don't even know what year it was, maybe 88 or 9.
Okay.
And, we couldn't. It was all Expose that one year, and it was crazy. But we were literally live on stage at the Palladium for New Year's, so it was just everything going on at one time.
Do you guys? I don't know. I mean, you guys were on the stage. So you were probably backstage. But do you remember the catacombs at Palladium with the bathrooms? That was the first place I ever saw where it was mixed bathrooms.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, see, you guys were always on the stage. You never got into with the real people.
We never went to the
bathroom.
No,
we didn't. We weren't with the bridge and tunnel crowd, my friend.
That's funny.
How happy are you that there wasn't cell phone cameras back then?
Holy
God,
crap! You know what? We were leaving
the truth. I know, right?
The stage last week, right? I don't remember where we were.
There's no privacy.
We're in the car driving, and I'm like, seriously? There's a 20-minute clip already uploaded, and we're not even back at the hotel yet. And I'm like, come on.
I know. Back in the day, you would say, "Oh, I went to see this great band," and somebody would think and try to imagine what it was like, and it was just sort of this mysterious thing. And now there's no mystery. It's like, oh, well, I don't, let me just check it out on YouTube. Oh, yeah, it's like I'm there. I'm seeing it right now. So
it's kind of a double-edged sword, though, because it's a blessing, too, for people that didn't know maybe that we were back together or around. It goes both ways. It is what it is, but
I'm glad she said that. I thought she was going to say it's easier to make a sex tape with a cell phone camera. Those are out everywhere now.
True.
Yeah, they are. Everybody.
They're so passe.
Nobody break into my computer.
Now, how big are you guys on social media? Do
we have a website, a Facebook page?
No, a MySpace page. You know,
MySpace.
No, I'm just saying. Individually, do you guys spend a lot of time on social media? Is this...
I probably spend the most. Ann is a little bit maybe too busy.
Okay.
Me, I just have no life, so I'm online all the time.
Oh well.
Well, if we all had jobs, Gioia would be our social media coordinator. She is all about social media, thank God. So she keeps stoking the flame for Expose online, which is awesome.
Yeah, and we have Rich. We have a web designer, so he's always on top of stuff. And I have a couple of Facebook pages that are on max tilt already, and I've been doing it since it just first started. So, yeah, I mean, it's a lot of fun. This is our way. This is how we can meet our fans. We probably wouldn't be able to. I mean, I've got people. Oh my God, I couldn't get a ticket. I'm I'll put you on the guest list. I try to embrace and maybe get some comps for people that maybe wouldn't be able to go on a certain, in a certain state or wherever we're at. Whenever we're not in a place where, I don't know, Aunt Jeanette's massive family or Ann's, isn't all using up the comps, I'll be okay, we're going to Saskatchewan. Let's just give out these comps and get some people back there. And those are fans you make for life, and you find them on social media, and it's one at a time,
Well, that's great. That's great, yeah. And I'm not surprised that your fan base is the way it is. You have your crazy Kates and then the kids and
poor Kate.
This is normal. This is normal. I have been a boardwalk stripper. I have been charged with numerous crimes. I am a child abuser. This is so normal.
No, wait. Hold on, Kate.
Morning for me.
You are the one. Who's the one who hit your kid in the head with a skateboard? Not me.
I thought that was
Was
Jeanette.
a scooter.
It was a scooter, whatever.
Laser scooter.
It was a scooter.
Didn't Jeanette throw a shoe at her kid or something?
Oh, sorry about that, Kate. So are you going to be front? Are you and CJ, Kate? Are you guys going to be front and center tomorrow night?
Backstage.
Oh, you're backstage.
We are backstage, thanks to Gioia.
Gioia, that's so nice of you.
That's awesome.
Thank you. Well, she was one of those crazy fans I had to get a comp for.
Yeah.
I know, and the restraining order will be slapped on me tonight, I'm sure. But.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait to see the pictures that come out of that stage.
Your backstage is dry, right? There's no alcohol served back there.
Well, I have a little flask. Ann and Jeanette gave it to me.
Don't share with these
Gioia
two.
has a flask.
Do you guys?
CJ does too.
Annie.
You guys ever see that movie? What was it? The little gizmo thing?
Yeah.
Don't feed them at night.
Yeah.
Don't give them alcohol after
Gremlin.
8 o'clock. Gremlins.
Gremlins, yeah, that's me.
Watch out for CJ and Kate. That's
Oh, really?
please.
Don't get them
Please.
wet.
Yeah, do not.
Don't get them wet.
No.
No joke.
Never get a mogwai wet.
You guys are nuts.
Oh, funny.
You know what CJ is bringing too.
Yes, she is.
Imagine a bottle of spiced rum.
I'm guessing you guys are getting secret stuff. Yeah.
I think it's the blood orange vodka.
Okay.
So plug.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey, anything that happens after the show stays after the show.
That's what CJ's hoping.
she is totally hoping that. Yeah,
She's open to anything.
You
Fingers
guys are
crossed.
all going out, have fun with it. I mean, come on.
What happens in Philadelphia stays in Philadelphia.
Absolutely.
Right up until Monday morning. No, I'm just kidding. No.
Yeah, until somebody gets it on social media and we're all screwed.
Yeah. Guys, and listen, I really do appreciate your time
thank
this
you, ladies.
morning. I
Thank
wish you the
you.
best of luck. Ann and Gioia from Expose. Tomorrow night, they're going to be in Philly for the Freestyle Explosion Tour. If you want, Kate and CJ are taking a busload of people up there. You can jump on the bus with them, right?
There are tickets available still. I checked.
There are. Where do you go for tickets?
You can go to freestyleexplosion.com, and then it'll give you the link right to your venue. So there's probably 10 more shows this year too. So if you're not local, there might be a show coming to your location.
Sounds
Oh,
good.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Honda Center Scout booked in Anaheim. It's a cool venue. I've been there.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you. It's Expose, everybody. Thanks, guys.
Bye, ladies.
Bye-bye.
See ya. Bye.